to today's lesson. Today we will learn about distinguishing between durational and inflectional phases. And today's lesson will have a little bit difficult, but don't worry. You guys just try your best, and you will find things difficult to you. And now there is 19 members. You can just look it. Okay, here is today's lesson contents, and today's lesson will break 3 steps. First one is today's learning outcomes. Learning outcomes is very important for us to learn new things. It can help us see a growth, and also can help us know what we need to do in this lesson, and what we need to learn. And the second one is today's lesson plan. The third one is the challenges we will meet and how we can solution it. And the last one is today's lesson's conclusion and reflection. And now I will talk about today's learning outcomes. Okay, here is our today's learning outcomes. The first one, you guys must understand the basic concept that words are composed of prefix, roots, and suffix. And the second one, you guys must read common prefixes and suffixes. For example, UN, IER, ING, so on. And the last one, you need to knowing how to construct new words and understand their meaning through some activities. And before this, you must learn some vocabulary. First one, basic vocabulary, exposure to some simple affixes, and understand parts of speech. And now I will talk about what is durational affixes and what is inflectional affixes, and why we need to learn it. Durational affixes are used to change the part of speech or meaning of a word by adding a prefix and a suffix. You can form a new word, for example, happy. You can add a prefix UA that we can get a new word unhappy. And inflectional affixes do not change the base part of speech or meaning of the word. For example, play, we can add a suffix ed that we can get the past tense of play. And why we need to learn durational affixes and inflectional affixes? Ensure the correctness of grammar and syntax, promote language learning, and translate the correct meaning in translation. And here is, today we will take a new teaching method, test-based learning and game-field learning. Game-field learning is very easy. You guys will do some funny games, and from the games you can learn what is durational affixes and inflectional affixes. And the test-based learning, I will design some meaningful tests to let you guys learn affixes. And here is today's lesson plan. Here include what we will do and what we will learn about durational affixes and inflectional affixes. We will separate 6 steps. First one is readiness and imagination. The last one is mastery. Readiness, we separate 2 activities. The first activities, you guys will form a group, and each group will receive some word cards, and you need to standardize prefixes, roots, and suffixes. And you guys need to discuss the meanings of the word cards, and you need to present their words. You need to present your words. And the second activity is you need to write a short story. First, Before these activities begin, I will show you guys a 2-minute video on common affixes, and you need to write a 2-sentence story with words from the video, and give me keywords from the video. And after this and the second activities, you need to share your guys' stories, and I will give you some feedbacks. Now I will show you the videos. Here is the activity choose videos. Okay. And just pay attention to this video. You need to look for some words from this video. Okay, you guys just need to look for some words from the video. For example, as all the videos that are some happy or unhappy, you need to based on the word, the keyword, and write short stories. I will give you 5 minutes to write stories. And the next is engagement, the second part of this class. First one, I will show you guys. I also will show you guys a video about affixes, and I will explain the principles of traditional and inflectional affixes. And I just talk about these two affixes before the class. And second, I will ask some simple questions about traditional and inflectional affixes. And next, I will let you guys summarize the table based on what you know and what you remember. The last part, I will through the games and check you guys whether you guys understand those principles. Now I will show you guys the video.
to Bagay Paranan. Today, we will be learning about affixes. What is an affix? An affix is a set of letters added to the beginning or end of a word to form a new word with a different meaning. The set of letters added to the beginning of a word is called prefix, while the set of letters added to the end of a word is called suffix. Now, let us have some examples of prefixes. The first one is an. An means not. For example, I'm happy. It means not happy. Unusual. It means not usual or not common. Unreal. It means not real. Next prefix, in. This prefix also means not. For example, incomplete. It means not complete. Incorrect. It means not correct. Inadequate. It means not adequate or not enough. Okay, next prefix. In. In also means not. Let's have some words with prefix in. Improper. It means not proper or not appropriate. Imperfect. It means not perfect. Impossible. It means not possible. Let's have another prefix. Dis. It means opposite of or not. For example, disappear. It means the opposite of appear or not appear, or to go or fade away. Disagree. It means not agree, or opposite of agree. Dissimilar. It means not similar. Okay, next prefix. Miss. It means wrong or wrongly. For example, misspell. It means to spell wrongly or incorrectly. Misplace. It means to place or put something in the wrong place. Misuse. It means to use something in a wrong way. Another prefix. Re. It means again. Some examples of words with prefix re are rebuild. It means to build again. Rewrite. It means to write again. Replay. It means to play again. So, we have already learned 6 prefixes. An, which means not. In, which also means not. In, which also means not. Dis, which means not or opposite of. Miss, which means wrong or wrongly. And re, which means again. Now, let's see if you can identify the correct prefix to use to complete each sentence. Number 1. Kevin's room is blank tidy. It's always messy. In, dis, or un? The answer is untidy. It means not tidy or not clean or dirty. Number 2. I need to blank gain my strength so I can win the race? Un, miss, or re? The answer is regain. To gain your strength again or to recover. Number 3. We had a blank formal meeting over dinner. Here are the choices. Un, this, or in. The answer is in. Informal meeting. It means that the meeting was not heavily planned. Okay, next number. Lucy's parents blank approve of her going to parties alone. This, un, or in. The correct prefix to use is disapprove, meaning not approve or not in favor of. Next number. Children should not blank behave in class. In, miss, dis. The answer is miss, as in misbehave or to behave badly or wrongly. Next number. The students were asked to blank tell the story in their own words. Un, miss, re. The correct prefix to use is retell. It means to tell the story again. Okay, another sentence. I always feel blank safe walking alone at night. Un, in, miss. The answer is unsafe, meaning not safe. Okay, next. His blank polite reply angered his mother. Un, in. The answer is in, as in polite. It means not polite or rude. So, how was the activity on prefixes? Was it easy? For sure. So now, since we're done with prefixes, let's move on to suffixes. Again, a suffix is a set of letters added to the end of a word. Let's have some examples of suffixes. First is ER. It means someone who performs an action. For example, teacher. It means someone who teaches. Another, painter. It means someone who paints. Another example, singer. It means someone who sings well. Another suffix, ness. It means state of being. Example, sadness. It means the state of being sad. Next, kindness. It means the state of being kind. Another example, darkness. It means the state of being dark. Now let us have the suffix OUS. It means full of. For example, dangerous. It means full of danger or something that is harmful. Next, courageous. It means full of courage or brave. Next, glamorous. It means full of glamour or attractive. Another suffix, full. It also means full of. For example, powerful. It means full of power or strength. Next, joyful. It means full of joy. Next, fearful. It means full of fear. Alright, another suffix, less. It means without. For example, otherless. It means without other. Sleepless. It means without sleep. Next, tasteless. It means without taste or flavor. Okay, next suffix, able. It means capable of being, like readable, capable of being read or can be read easily. Next, measurable. It means capable of being measured. Next, observable. It means capable of being observed or noticed. Alright, are you ready for an activity? Cool. But before that, let's review first the 6 suffixes that we have just learned, including their meanings. Er, which means someone who performs an action. Ness, which means state of being. Ous, which means full of. Full, which also means full of. Less, which means without. And able, which means capable of being. Now, given the meaning, let's see if you can identify the correct suffix to use for each of the following words. Alright, first one. Here's the meaning. The state of being bright, brightless, brighter, or brightness. The answer is
Okay, next, the video just clearly introduced what is suffixes and prefixes, and clearly introduced the meaning of suffixes and prefixes. I believe that you guys must know what is suffixes and prefixes. And the next part is mastery. Okay, this part we will do some funny games and to learn what is in divisional suffixes and inflectional affixes. And the first activity is suffix check. I will say affixes. And for example, UN, and maybe you guys can say unhappy, and next guys can say unlucky, so on, just like that. And the second game is 10-4. Very simple. A countdown timer is passed around, and when the time runs out, you guys hold on the choose a test card and answers. And if you fail results, you will have fun challenges. For example, performance or actual questions. The actual questions was a very easy questions, so don't worry. And the third one is fun questions. You need to form a word using a select affixes card and word card, or change your words form. For example, play you can change it past tense. And the last part is a little quiz. Maybe you have a little bit on, but you must do that. And now I will show you guys the games tool. And here is the enlargement games tools. examples. And next, here is the English report. Prepare some sentence with traditional and inflectional fixes, and I will read the sentence. You guys need to identify the words with fixes and determine the type of fixes. For example, it is traditional fixes or inflectional fixes. And if your answer is correct, I will give you 1 point. Here is the sentence. You guys just read it. For example, the first sentence, play, we need to find the roots of play and find the suffixes ed, and we need to identify what the ed is. It is a traditional fixes or is a inflectional fixes, just like that. Here is the mastery part. Word cards, you can just look at the word cards. We have the affixes cards and the word cards. And the games rules. Here is the testing questions. You guys need to answer it. I will limit it 10 minutes. The first groups will get 3 points, and the second groups will get 2 points, and so on, so on. Now you can just answer it. I believe that you guys already finished it. And next part is very important. The challenges we will meet and how we can solution it. Here you separate the teacher will meet what kind of situation, and the student will meet what kind of situation. And first, I will talk about as a teacher, what situation, what problems, what challenges we will meet. First, students maybe have difficult understanding about the traditional affixes and inflectional affixes. They do not know what's the meaning between these traditional affixes and inflectional affixes. And the third one, we will do the classroom activities, the games. Maybe sometimes some students do not pay attention to the games, and they do want to participate in the games, and maybe they will do some other things. For example, they will draw or something else, do something else. And sometimes they maybe will talk to each other, say some, make some noise, and it will disturb our teaching and disturb other students to learning. And the last challenges maybe will meet is technology issues. For example, we don't know how to show the PPT, and we don't know where we can find the YouTube video, and maybe sometimes the video cannot open. And now I will talk about how we can solution these three situations. And first, students cannot understand what is divisional affixes and inflectional affixes. As a teacher, you can make a mind map and take more examples, more easy examples that let the students understand what is divisional affixes and inflectional affixes. And the students do not pay attention to the class and do not pay attention to the games, and they don't want to participate in it. And we can just make the games more fun, or we can give some rewards if they have a good. If they have not paid attention, we can give them some rewards, and if they have a good reward, we can give some candy or some pencil or something else to encourage them to take part in our class and pay attention to our class. And the technology issues, we can try the technology. We can try the equipment in advance. We can try this PD in advance before this class. And before this class, we can look for more YouTube video, and we can in advance. You can download the video in advance. And now I will talk about the challenges and problems the students will have. Students will have these three problems. For example, lack of affixes knowledge, basic affixes knowledge, and some students may not want to participate in our activities. They don't want to participate in our games, and the students may get afraid to making a mistake in the games. When they answer the questions, they're afraid to have a mistake, so they don't want to answer the question. And when they have these situations, what they can do? The students lack of basic affixes knowledge. You can let them use a small test in advance to test the students' level, and we test the students' level. We can design a more easier teaching plan. And when the students do not want to participate in our activities or our games, we can let them form a group with their friends or their friends. They can have a group of cooperation, and after that we can encourage them and to just give them a reward or some language reward. And when the students are afraid to have a mistake when they answer the questions and when they do the games, we can just encourage them to be confident. And as a teacher, we cannot too serious about to them, and we can just be patient to them. And when they have mistakes, we cannot just punish them, and we just maybe can say, "Oh, we try," but we analyze what the mistake they have. And the next is the students' performance. The goals they have. And next. Total scope and the students' performance also is it. Next, and class, we need to do some feedback, and we just make a question. We just review some questions. Just to make some review questions and interview students what questions they have in this class. For example, the first question: do you take the initiative to speak in class? The year's answer: not really. I'm afraid of making a mistake. We just based on this. You can just based on this and design the next lessons to improve the lessons qualities. And next, here is the students' feedback. Students' sales feedback. What other aspects of class that you don't understand? We can based on these three questions, we can know whether the students understand this lesson, whether they understand what is divisional physics and inflectional physics, and you can just and on these three questions, this worksheet. And next, that is lesson 1. Roots and lesson 2 prefixes. Here is basic lesson. This is pre-knowledge. Here is some programs we start this class. We have in the activities first, we need some programs and some can and some part need to improve. Students difficulty in comprehending the content of the video. Students may not understand this video at all. So maybe next lesson we can for some more easier video. And they may not be able to use affixes correctly in the writing, and lack of creativity and spelling mistakes. Lack of creativity, we can just give them some examples or give them some, or make the more creative, more easy we can. And if they have spelling mistakes, they misspell words with affixes, for example, helpful, they may be right double L. And the next part is the enlightenment. Some programs need to improve. In the activities field, the students in ability to spread words correctly. Students may don't know how to distinguish in prefixes and suffixes. For example, unhappy may be mistaken for poor work. Lack of understanding or meaning of words. They don't know the words, what the words mean. And low motivation of group discussing. The students do not want to pay attention and participate in our games and the school. The group maybe that the group discussing, they don't want to discuss each other. And in the activity, students may not be able to distinguish between divisional physics and inflectional physics. And incorrect form theory, students may miss class field. And memory difficulties. Students cannot remember the words, the suffixes, and what's the meaning of suffixes and what the suffixes have. And the next part is mastery programs. With the activity 4, for control of the piece of the game, just we say students do not pay attention to the games and do not want to participate in our games. And students may not be clear about the rules, the game's rules, and make some mistake when they play the games and answer the questions. And the next part is the last part of today's lesson is our conclusion and reflection of today's lesson. And here is our today's conclusion. Through this lesson, students have successfully mastered the difference between traditional affixes and inflectional affixes, and they can understand the role in word construction and can use it correctly to make a new word and grammar changing. In the classroom activities, most of students can participate in the games and activities. And the little quiz, just the classroom testing, most of students can answer correctly. And here is our today's lesson reflections. In the teaching, here is some part we can improve. For example, in the teaching activities, test part, basic learning, and behavior infection. Teaching method will adopt to allow students to learn in the activities. Through the interaction of classroom games, students can be helped to apply basic knowledge and communication. And the group cooperation and game competition to improve students' participation in the classroom makes the classroom automatically relaxed, and they can more like the classroom be interested to learn suffixes. And but due to the large number of activities, maybe it takes too long time, and so we will have the lack of time problems. And in the future process, the difficulty of the game can be reduced, and the time can be adjusted to ensure that the teaching environment can be fully carried out. And some students here have some confusion, and they cannot understanding the suffixes and the meaning of traditional suffixes and inflectional suffixes. So maybe after the class we can do more some activities. For example, we can make some homeworks or little games. We can in the next lesson we can review the traditional suffixes and inflectional suffixes. And in the future, the discipline management of the classroom will be strengthened. We say that in the class meeting, some students may not pay attention to our tools class, and they don't want to participate in our class. So maybe sometimes, maybe next lesson we can improve the management of the classroom and make sure every student can pay attention and take participation in our class. And after the course, some students' feedback will be reserved in the form of question. And we say we need to answer on the feedback form, and we need to improve the next lesson. We need to improve the teaching lesson. And we need to depend on the students' need and design different teaching lesson or teaching plan. And here is our today's lesson. So thank you guys.